Divorce Dad Diaries, day 170. And I have an appointment with my psychiatrist to review my ADHD medication. Or is it psychologist? I'm not really sure, honestly. So he gave me 30 days of medication and booked the appointment 30 days out, but I haven't got through all 30 days because I delayed by about 4 or 5 days in the beginning and then I forgot like 1 day in the middle. But I'm starting today, a few days before my appointment, because I'm moving up to the next dosage of ADHD medication, which is 36 milligrams of Concerta. So another 50% increase from the original dosage. Well, I haven't really noticed a difference so far. I have noticed a difference on the day that I forgot to take it. And then I felt so scatterbrained and unmotivated and I just had trouble doing anything. And it was just like, is this what I've been dealing with for years? But yes, I'm going to try this new medication. We'll see how it goes. I'll keep you updated, as per usual. So it's the end of the day, and for some reason I've never bothered to do these reports at the end of the day in previous videos, but pretty much, so today I actually felt really motivated. Like, I was like, oh, I need to do something, and then I just did it, and I didn't get stuck in that, like, executive dysfunction loop where I'm thinking, like, oh, what do I need to do? What's my setup? What are my actions going to be? I just thought I need to do something, and then I just did it. But I was very exhausted at the end of the day. So, we'll see how it goes tomorrow. So, oh, my glasses. So, day 2, I just got out of the shower, hence why the no glasses. Today has been, I have noticed it today. I have felt wired, like I've had like a bunch of coffees. But usually when I have too much caffeine, I feel kind of anxious. Instead, I just feel like on it. Like when I think of a task, I then go and I just immediately go and do the task. And that's kind of weird to me. It's weird that I can just do things.
I'm gonna eat Kai.
Okay.
And a sandwich.
Kai and a sandwich?
Yeah.
Okay. Casper's just figuring out what he wants for afternoon tea. Yeah, but the downside of that is that I also kind of feel it in my chest. They said you can get an elevated heart rate because it's a stimulant, of course. Okay, so it's day 3, and I've just had a moment, and I felt I needed to call it out because, like, I just didn't go into waiting mode. If you don't have ADHD, you might know what that means, but it comes from the anxiety and trauma of constantly forgetting stuff. So you often go into waiting mode. Oh, I've got something on in an hour. If I start a task, I'm going to forget that I've got that thing on in an hour, so I can't start anything. This is a frequent issue at work, not to that extent. I'm still a good worker, but say I got a meeting at 11, I finish up a task at 10:45. I can do a lot of work in 15 minutes, but often I'm like, oh, if I start anything, I can't, I'm going to forget that I've got my 11 o'clock meeting, I'm going to be late. So I just end up pottering around for 15 minutes, check my social media, check my emails, check my messages, read some stuff, and I end up, it's just way less productive. I just had a moment where I finished up some work and I had a meeting in 15 minutes and I was like, oh, that's enough time to get started on something. And then I just started doing it. And I was like, I'm not going to get it done in time, but that's fine. I'll finish it afterwards. Like, what? Like, it sounds so normal, but like, that's not something I've been able to do. Is this just like what normal people are like? So today's the day of the appointment, and one of the things I've noticed is my ability to finish tasks has improved. Another issue with ADHD is the fact that you don't get the good brain chemicals when you finish a task. You don't get that reward, so finishing tasks can be a really grueling and difficult process. You get about 80% of the way through and you're like, oh, that's enough. My mantra for a long time was, why whole-ass one thing when you can half-ass 2 things, And I still live by that statement. But finishing things has just been so much easier. I start something a lot easier, and then I finish that task. It's amazing. Another downside I've noticed, or the side effect, is that I just feel kind of more impatient. I feel more rushed. That sort of hasn't gone away. I'm going to do the task, I'm going to smash that task out, then I'm going to move to the next task. And it's like, I feel like I'm just in a hurry constantly. So I'm looking forward to the appointment, and I'll let you know how it goes and I guess what his recommendations are. So I've just got out of my appointment at Limbias Health, and it went pretty well. So I described the side effects I was having. I described how well things were going. He did take my heart rate, and because, I mentioned that I felt like my heart rate was up, and yeah, it was like sitting on the couch. It was about 100 beats per minute, which is just, yeah, quite elevated. He said that over time you'll sort of get used to the stimulants, at which point my heart rate might drop, but he said it's probably worth it to keep an eye on it. So just like count my pulse for 15 seconds, times it by 4, get my resting heart rate, and just do that a few times, because if it continues to stay up, then they'll have to drop me back down to the 27 milligrams instead of the 36. I'm feeling pretty positive right now, actually, after everything. I'm stoked to see pretty much how life's going to go, and how things might change, how much easier things might be. So I will catch you on the flip side.